Oh shit. What up? What up? What up? I ain't gonna be on here long. I wanted to chop it up real quick. Uh, my baby mama just left with my youngest son, and I just wanted to kind of chop it up about it. It's crazy because um, you look at your son, and it's like you looking at him and evaluating him. Like what product is this being produced? So it's like when you are uh, the superior man in your practice, and you have moved to different dimensions. You're assessing your seed. You're assessing because he's not around me a lot, so you're assessing where he's at, and you can really pick that shit up um, when you are practicing, when you have discipline of your sexual desires. In other words, you're looking at things from a clearer mind, and it's a strong feeling, man. It's a real tough feeling, man. Um, because your son's coming in and out of your life, in and out, in and out. He was following me around the house, and that happened to my last son when my last son came through, and he was worried about I'm gonna leave. That broke my heart. You know what I mean? So my son now, he followed me around the house. My mother made a comment. She said, "He following you?" I'm like, "Yeah," because he don't see me often. So he's looking for that leadership. He's looking for that identity. Make sure when y'all come in, hit the like button. Hey, what's up, Austin? Long time, bro. Happy New Year to you too, fam. I wanted to talk a little bit about the subject, and I don't like to talk too much about current gossip stories, and and but I want to talk a little bit about that story with Joy Taylor, um, and that Enoch dude, and she must have saw that shit in Florida, right? But anyway, I'm just thinking how when you out here, he said a booger. I ain't no booger. But thanks for telling me. That's a piece of gum, a little shredded gum. My gum was cold and it broke up. There was a little piece of gum on my mouth. A little piece, but anyway. The one thing I wanted to talk about, appreciate it, Josh. I mean, Leon Pete. Sniper gang. What up, Dark King? What up? What up? So yeah, um, when these dudes get caught up, most of these dudes, man, I did a pre-recorded video on this shit, but that shit didn't save, so I'm doing it live. I don't know what happened to it. I tried to upload it and edit the motherfucker. My bad, somebody called. But anyway, the thing is when you are led by your lower nature, okay, it causes you to do all kinds of dumb shit. And you're looking at it in real time with a lot of these talk show hosts, these what we call celebrities in society. You're looking at it. And it's sad because men are basically in society has become the bitch and also have become a complete trick. And it's kind of frustrating after a while as men, as you keep moving and you keep dealing with these guys that you talking to men that have no discipline whatsoever. Then when your son come around, he's not used to hearing a man's voice. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the frustration is 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 at every corner. That's the thing that bothers you the most. If you have children, they need to see their father regularly, to see the disciplines and things that he does, um, and get involved. You know what I mean? So when I was also saying how these dudes, most of these guys are out here, they're not having God King sex. They're having peasant sex. Most dudes are having peasant sex these days. And what that is, even in the energy that you putting out to basically sleep with her, long as you're putting out, you're paying for that exchange, which is what I'm saying. It's no problem on my end. You can do what you want as a man, as a male, but it says a lot about you when you don't have the discipline. And we're in crucial times in society as men, and it's going to have to be men to handle the big business of society. And if we are just led by our lower nature like they are in Jamaica, like they are in parts of Africa, Nigeria, we can go down the list that we become nothing. We don't have no future for our seed. We don't have no future for our loved ones, our children, our grandchildren, our great grandchildren. We don't have that. So your undiscipline affects everything. So it it tires me, but it strengthens me at the same time, because you grinding and you grinding. Like my son came over, I didn't know he was coming over, so it kind of took me for a surprise. Because I was in the middle of working, like, so she just popped up, like, you know. So I didn't really get much done today that I planned. It's a snowy day. Um, Shout out to Jamal in the building. So Doofus says my fault for nothing in the bitch. Well, this is why I'm teaching y'all, Doofus, that you don't do it to a bitch that's not in pocket. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all, Doofus, that's a good name for him. That's the whole point of me doing these videos. So men that go through it, they need to know why they feeling like that, why they go through the shit that you go through. You see what I'm saying? So I express these to men to help men. And somebody get him up out of here. Because I don't need that negative energy while I'm trying to spit game to these dudes, man. The thing is, um, the thing is, you guys got to understand, man. You got to have the discipline. This is what I'm saying. I want to make sure you guys that haven't gone through none of this bullshit, because it affects your job. It affects a lot of shit. You said my prayers have extended to taking action and observing silence because talk is cheap. Yeah. I think you meant to say observing in silence. Absolutely. I'm telling y'all, man, those that don't have kids, man, don't do it. And I was thinking too, the thing is, the female principal's always looking for the simp. And the simp comes in all forms. The hell they doing? Yeah, the simp comes in all forms, man. And we got to understand that you have to he said I just dropped the package. I had to. Yeah. It's crazy, man, because I'm just expressing this to you guys. When you sit and think about everything, you're looking at dudes crashing out for some pussy, and the shit is fucking crazy to me. But you just think about your kids. When you have kids, you think about them. That's the thing you think about. It ain't the bitch. It's the bitch in this sense that what the fuck is she doing with your son? But it ain't her in the sense that you want her. Like, I'm looking at her like, damn, yo, I dodged one. Like, it's no appeal at all. Like, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? That's how you know your vibration is changing. But I'm thinking like, look, man, like, at least take care of my seed properly. Man, them motherfuckers left their window down. Yeah, the simp is dangerous, Coolio. That's some real shit, Doc King. I'm reading what you're saying. Yeah, you got to get out of that. I'm glad you got out of that. So I'm looking at this situation in life, man, and she's constantly these dudes. I don't know. I'm just sitting here, just kind of pondering some shit, man. It's like you said, shame my baby mama into being oh and ruined a good thing. I don't. You probably did. Who knows? I don't know how you could do that, um, but yeah, man. So I was just thinking about that situation with the Joy Taylor shit because I was looking at this video of her talking about if the man is nice looking, he fine, he got money, financial shit, he this, he that. Girl, it ain't nothing. All standards go out the window. So I'm saying most of the shit that these dudes do is for bitches. This is why I say the high value man and the way we talk about it, what we call high octane dudes are fucking simps. Because he's willing to risk everything, his reputation, everything for some pussy. Let that shit sink in. So when these dudes we talking about they high octane dudes, they only going by just money and what we call status in the matrix. These niggas is weak. I've been around these dudes all my life, and I hear how they talk. A lot of you guys haven't been around that kind of shit, and I'm telling y'all, these niggas is nothing but simps, man. This is why most of them get the bread. They ain't no real dudes. And especially the athletes, they straight up simps. Yeah, wow. Yeah, she probably was a 304. More than likely she was. Hannibal, I agree with you, bro. Hannibal, right? He said, "Why I don't care about the Joy Taylor situations because weak men want this type of chaos. They are not ashamed by the situation." I agree, they're not. My baby mother came to me to talk to me, right? She was like, "Yeah, how's work? How's?" I said, "Stop asking me about how's work. What do you mean work? I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do." I'm like, don't ask me. You know, and I don't like. I have little pet peeves and shit because I've done that to anybody, not just her. I'm like, don't ask me if you don't really care. You don't care about it. Why? I know it's a way to start a conversation, but just don't ask me. At least ask me how I'm doing, how you been feeling, what's been on your mind. Say that. Don't ask me about work. It's like what? Like I do not like that shit. And this male or female. Yeah, life goes on, man. So I'm just thinking how dudes get caught up in this shit, man, and I don't know, man. It's like it's no end to bullshit, and it's the same fucking story over and over again. And it keeps us talking about shit like this instead of building, instead of seeing brothers that's about. It's just like it's always another nigga that's smashing. We like the we like the only group where this shit gets glorified in. Like other groups don't play that shit. If this happened, them motherfuckers would be out. You fucking like, you know what I mean? Like them other groups, you'll be casted out. Like on some real shit, man. Like you can't fuck up the business. You can't fuck up the integrity of the business. You can't do that. Now I ain't saying that shit don't go on in other cultures. That's far from what I'm saying because I know firsthand it does. But I'm saying that, but you can't let that shit be the focal point of who you are. Because he fucking a low vibrational bitch. She don't have to do nothing. He don't have to have nothing, no character, no nothing. Just look good. This is why the dude has become the bitch in society. These ain't no high value, high octane men. I mean, maybe in the Matrix that's considered, but they not. These dudes are mega simps. They just got a little bit more paper than most dudes that can just trick off their money. Them niggas ain't. Look how these niggas get raped. These bras be carrying these dudes. I'll be like, damn. It's like no respect. You said 1 mile for some box was crazy. What you mean, Austin? 1 mile? Oh, damn, my bad. 1 mil, my bad. 1 million. Oh, ain't that what was it was it Skip Bayless? You see, I just heard a little bit of the story. When you said 1 million, I'm like, what? See, I can't see you see, I don't know what the fuck is going on, really. I heard the same old shit. But see, I didn't even know 1 mil for some box stuff. God. So I didn't even know what the fuck. I'm thinking walking 1 mile for some box. See, I'm saying I'm so detached from that shit. I couldn't even put that shit together. You said 1 mil. What? It's like I almost deprogrammed for a second, exploded. I was like, what? One mil? What the fuck is going on? There's some high rated simping going on. Just to bust a nut? What the fuck is going on out here? This, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you why it is. I'm gonna tell you. I'm sitting here thinking. I'm gonna also tell you why it is. It's easier today to get pussy, but harder at the same time. Let me tell you what I mean by that. It's harder if you're a dude and you got your shit together, like, and you thorough, you just ain't compromising, you ain't geek for no box. You ain't gonna get a lot. You gonna get some chicks. Don't get me wrong, but you ain't gonna get a lot of chicks throwing box at you. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I'm telling you, it just don't happen like that. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, you could have an aesthetic look and everything. It's just not gonna happen because you're not led by the low extremities. Because the bitch don't have nothing to offer. You know why she don't have nothing to offer? Because you don't require her to have nothing to offer. Reason why you don't require her to have nothing to offer? Because you don't require it in your own life. I'm spitting fire right now. You niggas are out here. You gotta run your life like China. I did a video a while back talking about that shit. I said, your woman, and coming into your world as a man, you supposed to be pursuing skills. You supposed to be pursuing something to improve your life skills, pursuing something that's going to improve your overall skill in whatever you're doing, whatever industry you in. Also having a physical gift or talent or skill to have and learn. You need to be honing in and maximizing yourself. The reason why you pick bitches that's low vibrational because she's supposed to you're not requiring her to mirror anything of well actually you're attracted to what you are. So she's attracted to what she is. But I'm saying you supposed to be having a mirror reflection from the feminine. She's supposed to mirror you in the from the feminine aspect. She's supposed to have some type of skill or something that she brings to the table to help you. Or if not, have some kind of interest to stir her that way. Exactly, Hannibal. They're gonna milk it. So I'll just catching up on y'all some of y'all comments. The thing is, you're right, man. Dylan, you see what I'm saying? So I just think about this high level tricking and bitches. See, they're gonna prefer because there's so many tricks. most dudes are living to bust a nut, man. Like, if we want to be honest, man, which makes me like, it makes me cringe because you want more, man. You got to become almost a cyborg of discipline, man. But see, the key is a cyborg, meaning you need to be uploading new data to improve you every fucking day, man. You supposed to be wanting to learn shit, reading and doing shit, man. That's what I mean. I ain't talking about be a cold, robotic nigga and not enjoying life. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it from a standpoint of the enjoyment is you're being fulfilled by the upload, the downgrade, I said the download. I was gonna say the down. What was in my head? You're downgrading when you're entertaining these low vibrational bitches. That's what I was gonna say. That was on my head. And Thuggo's a simp too, cause he ain't got no direction for. He just laying dick. Oh yeah, it is tricking to a degree. It's the government state tricking when you sending money to your baby mama, paying them, and you don't know what she doing with the paper. You don't know where it's going. You don't know shit. Yeah, man. I just think about my kids, man. I really do think about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cause I don't want them to grow up to be no simps. And one of my friends, she had me laugh. She said they probably already simps. My oldest son, for sure, he's the thuggo, but he got a little hope. And I almost got 30 people up in here. Yeah, man, I just think about it. That's all. I just think about how it's tough out here, man. And yeah. Oh, the Cash App is a Gloves Off show. Cash App Gloves Off show. But yeah, man. Here's the thing, man. I was on BGS's chat last night, and I had smoked a little bit, and I was working, and I just tuned in. I happened to tune in, and I was listening to him talk about Melissa Ford, and what was crazy was I know Melissa Ford well. Well, I don't talk to her now, but I knew her from back in the late '90s when she came to New York. We the same age, and I remember her very well. And those that know me know that I used to work with her. I used to do her hair for some videos. You know, when I was in New York, those that know my story know I worked all in New York shows, events, everything. You know, I did Puffy's P Diddy's first his men's clothing line, and I was invited. I was around all that shit when he first opened Justin's restaurant, his son's restaurant in New York. I was invited to that. Now I ain't do no Diddy shit, the other shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never get that far, but um, I was in the circle. You know what I mean? I knew what was going on at that time. That social media wasn't as big back then, but I was on BGS chat and I was telling him about Melissa Ford, but I shout BGS out, but he don't shout me out no more. He ain't say nothing. I know he saw it. He used to shout me out, but I guess he don't fuck with me no more like that. So it's cool. I don't really trip off shit like that. But I can see other people have a problem with me, which is strange. I don't understand what the fuck that's about. If we have any differences, I may disagree with some shit, but I don't dislike you or won't respect you or shout you out. Anyway, it don't fucking matter anyway. All these dudes to me, man, all these niggas, man, all this manosphere shit, and these dudes, they all the fucking same to me at this point. But I'm in the chat, I'm spitting game. I'm telling him shit about her before she even saying it. Cause I didn't even see the video. He just happened to have some interview up, and I just clicked on, and I know her whole fucking story because when I used to do her hair, she used to tell me about this shit. I met the simp dude that she was talking about. The dude was like a professional. He wasn't no athlete or nothing like that. The first dude, I remember that shit. Cause she had moved to New York. That's how I knew her. I didn't know her from Canada or where she was from. But I knew her then because she had told me she had just moved here. She da da da. She was outside, man. That bitch was outside. And I knew the other simp dude uh, afterwards because he was like a street nigga. Wannabe street. He was a simp too, for real. We want to keep it a buck. He was a simp. When I look back now, I know what simps are. He was definitely a fucking simp. Um, he said, let BGS go. Nah. I fuck with BGS though, man. Like, I don't have no beefs with nobody. I guess BGS, he don't, he don't fuck. But I'm just saying that to say I was in the chat, and some of the people in the chat said, oh, Scott know the scoop. Because I'm saying the shit before she's saying it. I'm like, I know her fucking story, yo. Like, we used to talk about this shit. We went out a few times. I'm gonna put it like that. We went out a couple times. And you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know, man. I know all that shit, man. I seen it. I seen it over those 3 years, yo. It was close to 4 years. But then after that, she had moved, and I didn't see. I was working at BET too, cause she used to do shit at BET. So I was working at BET in DC, and she used to come to that one. And so I'm saying I was in that little world, man. I seen all that little bullshit. And all that shit be going on, man. That bitch, And then I found out this the dude when she told the story that she had smashed a couple of players, but she didn't. She left that part out. I was trying to tell BGS why that dude was mad. I was just like, because I know the story because she told me that the nigga found out I was talking. They don't tell you that they smashed him, but you already know what that mean. But a couple of the dude, I don't remember the players' names back. I can't remember. These 304s, you can't remember all that shit. But because I really didn't give a fuck. But I should just hear her talking about it. And I was saying how her friends was off the charts too. Then she went on and was saying how I was going. Man, I got some stories, bro. I got a few stories about that chick. But it ain't about her. It's just more about men not understanding what these bitches are. And I try to tell dudes, like, I seen the dark side of it being in the hair industry back then with really no social media. So right now it's just open. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen the other shit behind the fucking veil, like, shout out to Black Ram. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen all that shit, bro. brother. And dudes be like amazed by the shit. Like, man, these broads see, this is why I'm like, yo, this is why she's doing it. She don't I'm like, yo, the shit give me heartache to see men keep going through the same old shit, man. Man, Coolio, you said some real shit. You said the simps and women run the ecosystem. They do. They are the government invested assets to keep the purchasing in a society for holiday like Valentine's, etc. I agree. I agree. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, man. Oh, shout out. Who said the cash app? It was that I am. Shout out to I am for the cash app. Shout out. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But yeah, man. I didn't want to be too long, man. I'm just saying, man, we have to start practicing a level of discipline. Um, Coolio, wow. No, I appreciate it. It was a Caldine. Appreciate it, Caldine. That was you. But yeah, man, I hope y'all do appreciate it, man. Cause I want to just save some of you brothers, man, from the pain, the heartache, um, dealing with this shit. Especially if you have kids. If I didn't have kids, it wouldn't be nothing. I'd be like, all right, well, these bras come and go. Like it would be a revolving door. But it's you think about your kids and the welfare of your kids. That's the main thing I think about. All these crazy people out here too, man. This perverted shit. That's the most thing that be on my heart, man. Like where he's left, cause he was telling me, oh, my mom left me, my grandmother, and I'm like, where the fuck, you just leaving him, even though it's with with your mama, but her brother, his uncle be bringing people around. I'm like, man, I think about shit like that. You know what I mean? I get pissed off. I'm like, but you can't be there to protect them, so you're gonna have to. I think it was Coolio. One of them, you just gotta charge it to the game, or with a Brandon Leslie, you gotta drop the package of all of that, man. It's hard to do because you'll drive yourself crazy trying to regulate some shit that ain't yours. That family ain't yours. That she's not listening to what you. I actually told her she keep taking him to the barbershop and fucking his hairline up. Now I've never cut my youngest son hair one time since he been born. And I normally cut all my kids. I'm one of the top barbers here. How the fuck I don't cut my own son's hair? But they keep cutting his hairline up. And I told her, I said, stop letting the barbers fuck his hairline up. I said, he's too young to get that hard shape up like that. Let it grow out a little bit. She still did. I saw it today. I said, damn, they keep fucking his hair. I was pissed. But I have to realize he's not under my jurisdiction. He's not under my care. You said, was it Pimp God that said, I cannot protect what I can't control? Yeah, and that's a fact. And you see it firsthand. It's like you saying something, but I'm like, but it's only so much I could do. The bitch could just do what she want to do. She can just come and go with your son, toting him around. Oh, we gotta go. We got drag him all around. You don't know where he's at, where he's ended up. You can't. It's just crazy, man. The whole thing is fucking crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Ain't it, Dylan? It's some wild shit, man. Nah, it's crazy because once you start to man up and start taking control of your son and say, hey, nah, this is what's, because she got to now listen to what you're saying. You see my point? I'm using this as an example. It's not about the bitch. It's about the bitch, but it ain't. It's about your son getting what he needs. But the bitch is the governing body. That's the problem. So when I told her don't let that barber cut his fucking head like that, he cutting into his hairline. She said, "Oh, okay, I won't do it." Then I see him, his shit fucked up. I'm like, I've been telling you that. You see my point? They don't have to fucking listen to you. That's the problem. That's the aggravating thing. So when you stop talking and say, "Fuck it, man," I just have to leave the situation alone because it's too aggravating. And she told me her older brother just had a kid, and I said they still together though, right? I was like, he still got his family. I'm like, because her brother was pretty cool. He was a cool dude. He was a little strange, but he was cool. And she was like, oh well, not really. I mean, yeah. So I mean, what? I was like, either they together or they not. It looked like he had a beautiful child, you know, and I saw the baby mama. She talking about she working she doing with some company where she's like the concierge doing uh property man. I'm like, but you're not no property manager. Why would they put you as property manager? A bitch can just, I mean, I don't know, man. These bitches, man. I'm just looking at her like that bitch ain't got shit going on, man. Damn, she said one time she said if you get your son, you win. Yeah. So they like keeping you in turmoil, like you know what I'm saying. So I can feel that even my baby mama, because she got to control. And she said fucks with a man. Because a man that cares, if you really care, you care. But it do suck. I ain't gonna fucking bullshit you. But it is what it is. But anyway, I've been talking to y'all guys for about an hour. Yeah, and they cut contact with your seed when it's no more use for them. That's some real shit, Santiago. Yeah, you understand? Y'all understand my pain. It's like, so I get on here and share with other brothers, man, because it's not a good feeling. It's just not a good feeling. It's a painful feeling, man, and that you don't have any control over your seed, over the growth of your seed and instruction. Just a simple haircut instruction. Fucking my son's hairline up already. You see what I'm saying? But that's preventative. But she don't listen because she don't have to. That's real shit. What's up? Timothy's in the building. What's up, Timothy? I thought about you the other night, bro. I thought about you again. I said, "Wonder how you doing, man?" Because it was snowing and cold out here. You were just on my mind. I was just like, "How is he doing?" One of my brothers. I appreciate Santiago. The pain of forced emotional detachment. Yeah, that's painful too. Because you got to force yourself. I'm looking at my son. I'm like, damn, I want to. But then he's gone again. That shit ain't no joke. That shit ain't no joke. Yeah. But yeah, man, I want you guys to press through all that you go through and all that you're striving for, and yeah, they just get passed around, man. Because if if the top grade bitches are going through this shit, what makes you think the average low grade bitch is not going through it? So, but you think of all that weird shit that they expose your children to. That's the problem, man. That's the fucking problem. That's what I worry about the most in today's time, to be honest with you. I worry about that, who he's around. That's always been my focus. Like always. I worry about the kids and who they fucking around, man. Like that always bothered me. That's the problem. Cause I told my baby mama, you can go do what the fuck you want. This is my other baby mama. I said, go. Shit, I don't care. Just don't bring that shit to the house. I told her that. Go do you. If you want to be out in the streets. This is when we was living together. That's some cold shit. I said, go do it. I said, just don't bring that shit back to this house. I said, but I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, do you. I don't care. And I really meant that shit. It's like, cause I told her, I said, just don't bring that shit to the house. If you want to be out in the streets, go do it. Cause I cut that bitch off. I just wanted my son to be good. I used to pick him up. We used to chill like at the house. It was a beautiful thing, man. Like I didn't give a fuck what that bitch was doing. I'm telling you, man, when you get to that point, that's a cold feeling, man. That bitch feels like shit. Trust me. Cause it's like, damn, she out here trying to run the street. But the man just took over. Bitch, you go out and be out in the street. I don't give a fuck. But that shit don't work because it's levels of respect, because that shit will always come back to you, because she's out here acting in low vibration and she's in your domain and have access to your domain. That shit always gonna come back. It's gonna come back to a disrespect mode. Niggas showing up at your house. You don't know what the fuck going on, because these dudes ain't built like that. These dudes is just chasing pussy. So you can't do that. Don't I don't want to advise dudes doing that. But I sure enough did when I didn't know no better. I told that bitch, go do you. I said, I don't care. I said, long as you don't bring that shit back to the house. I said, go do you. I straight up did. Damn. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, that's nasty work, Kyle Dean. You right. You said sucking meat, then kissing your seed like nothing happened. I'm gone, man. You right, El Ray. I agree with y'all. So this is why I did the video, is to release some of that pain and anguish of why we can't get it together, man. And we have to be more disciplined with our fathers, with our seed, and you know, elevate to the next level. All right, yeah, I'm about to get out of here. I will talk to you guys later. If y'all enjoyed it, support the channel. Hit the Cash App Gloves Off Show. Cash App $$ Gloves Off Show. All right. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.